Hi everyone, I want to show you the easiest way that you can change facial expressions on an image, and the best part, you'll be able to adjust these facial expressions in real time. So let me show you how this works. So if you check the link in the description, it's going to bring you over to the expression editor on Huggingface. Just make sure you sign in. First of all, major props to fffiloni. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, thank you for providing the Huggingface space. But this also seems to be a collaboration with fofrAI. So major props to you guys for allowing us to use this. So if you go back to Huggingface, let me show you how easy this is to use. Okay, so first things first, find an image. I'm going to be using one of these images I generated with my realistic Mona Lisa Laura. Drag and drop it over here and place it in the input image and let that upload. Now it's as simple as adjusting these sliders. So let's give the Mona Lisa a wink. If I drag this all the way to 25, it's going to give a wink. So you can see it updates on the right-hand side in just a split second, which is incredible. So you can see by default, every single slider is on 0. So if you wanted to revert to the original image, just put everything on 0 again. But just by adjusting these sliders, right, I can just adjust the wink. You can see it's updating in real time. This allows you to rotate the head either up or down. You can see up, down. I can make it go left or even right. This will adjust it. Basically, it'll give it a tilt side to side. So you can play around with these sliders and see exactly what they're doing. Over here, so I'm going to just remove the wink and I'll put this back on 0 and 0. So with the blink, if I wanted to close her eyes entirely, I just have to put this into the negative range and that's going to close her eyes. Right, or I can bring that back to 0. If I wanted her to look surprised, I can maybe move up her eyebrows. But this is this is incredible that we can adjust a facial expression like this in real time. And then you can see even with the pupils, I can make her look side to side. All right, so she's giving you that side eye right now. Cool stuff. Or I can make her look up and down, just by adjusting these sliders. Right, so this is going to control some more of the expressions with her mouth movement. Okay, and you can see exactly what this is doing. But I'm going to be showing you some preset expressions that I've created with the slider settings. So maybe you can copy those slider settings and adjust it to your liking. But I just wanted to show you how amazing this is. I mean, look at this in real time, right? The expression is being updated. Oh, okay, that's that's an interesting one. Now you can see it is cropping in on the face. So under more settings, if you don't want it to crop in this closely, you just have to adjust the crop factor. So you can see by default it's on 1.7. So if for whatever reason I wanted this to be closer, I can decrease this value. So the lowest I can go to is 1.5. And let's see. So I'll just adjust one of the sliders over here so this updates. So you can see that crops in a lot closer. Or if I want more of the image to be visible, I can go all the way up to 2.5. And let me just update the expression again. So that'll zoom out a little bit more. But this is fantastic because now I can maybe create some close-up shots of the character. And these could be additional images in a data set that you can use for training a custom character, because this is now going to make your characters way more expressive when you have additional facial expressions like this for them. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys a whole bunch of expressions that I've generated. Now you can obviously pause the video on whatever expression you plan on using. I just wanted to show you all of the slider settings and then you can adjust it to your liking for whatever image you're using. You can see some of these are very expressive. But yeah, I thought it would just be cool to provide a preset that you can work with and then adjust it from there. But yeah, this is amazing that we can do this to a static image. So the technology that's being used over here is Advanced Live Portrait, and it's what I was using previously in Comfy UI, right, to create all of these expressions that you see over here when I was building my data set for my realistic Mona Lisa Laura. It's just the fact is now they've made this more accessible, which is awesome. So something else I need to mention, it doesn't matter what the resolution of this image is, this final image that's being created over here with the facial expression is going to be 512 by 512. And I'm assuming it's at that resolution so that this actually runs in real time. So you're probably going to have to upscale this image if you want, you know, some more detail on it. But I still think this is a great solution for changing facial expressions. Now, if you wanted to save this out, you can go to more settings and you can choose an output format over here. By default, it's on WebP. So you can change that to PNG and then you can put the quality on 100. But I'm also noticing, even though I've got PNG selected over here, if I save this image, it's still saving it in the WebP format. So a way to get around this until they fix that, if you guys are using Google Chrome, look for an extension called Save Image as Type. Install this extension, then you'll be able to go to this image and you can right click on it and you'll actually see an option here that says Save Image as Type, and then you can actually save it as a PNG. But yeah, that's how you can save the images out of here. But just keep in mind that it is going to be 512 by 512 resolution. So as an alternative, if you guys are not happy with the fact that it's saving it out as 512 by 512, there is another service called Reshot AI, and it's doing the same thing, right? It's adjusting facial expressions, as you can see over here. The user interface is obviously a lot more intuitive, and from what I've read is that it actually keeps the quality of the images, although this is a paid service and there's no way to even try it. You can see it just jumps straight to $19 per month. So yeah, if you want a paid service version of this, then there is Reshot AI. So another option is to actually learn how to use this advanced live portrait in Comfy UI. Right, so I've linked a tutorial in the description of the video, which is for this tutorial over here. They explain everything, how to set it up, how to download Comfy UI, and yeah, depending on the type of hardware you have, yes, you can run this locally, and you can see over here, this is the same thing that you've seen on that website. I'll just go to Q prompt. I can adjust sliders over here, and it's also updating in real time. Okay, and yeah, Comfy UI is an extremely powerful tool to use. It does all sorts of things. I would recommend learning how to use Comfy UI as well. But that's just an alternative, and then you can actually save the images in their original resolution as well. Okay, so you guys can see just how easy it is to change facial expressions. So if you build in data sets, now there's no excuse to not have, more variety in your data set in terms of, having different facial expressions. They've just made this super accessible and it's incredibly easy to use. So go ahead, play around with it, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching my videos and tutorials. Stay tuned for some more videos and tutorials, and goodbye.